Hi everybody! So, it's week 3 and this week was not a productive one. I had to move to a new place and that's why I'm not at the beach today. In fact, I was planning to record this in a beautiful park nearby with mountain views, but it has been raining for 2 days and that's why I'm confined on my balcony. After the moving in, moving out thing, I found time to go back work on my ethics document. You know, because I'm studying the effects of virtual reality on people, I need to submit my research to the ethics committee so they can review and authorize it and I can start a pilot study. Anyway, last week I talked about some differences that I found between Brazil and Australia after living here for a year and a half. And this week I decided to talk about some tips on how to handle your PhD well. So let's start. The first thing I want to say is try to avoid distractions, and I know this is hard. When you're doing a PhD, you are working on your own, and I know we have supervisors, and thank God mine is great. But after offering some good guidance, he always reminds me that the research is mine. And when you are working on your own, without a boss asking for results every day, losing focus can be really easy. What I usually try to do here is avoid social network and my phone while working. Of course, this is often not possible because while I'm at working hours here, my friends in Brazil and family are awake and they keep talking to me. But when I do, I work more properly. Besides avoiding distractions, the second most important thing for me is tracing objectives. What I usually do is I trace some objectives for the week and then I break them into daily tasks. This helps me organizing my work and not getting distracted. So this here is one example of the notebooks that I use for my planning. Like I told you before, I do a list for the week and I put numbers on the tasks. So I usually try to do all these tasks on the notebook in specific days. So I write something, for example, first review my ethics document and then I put a date on the side. Every single time that I don't do this, I get lost in my own thoughts and usually work less and forget something important, which makes me work on the weekends. And needless to remember that work on the weekends is the worst thing ever that can happen to a PhD student because we need the weekends to recover from the week. After I finish my week on Friday, I plan the next week so I can keep working properly. Also, I often talk to my supervisor about where I am at my PhD and what are my next steps to see if I am at the correct path. I know that some supervisors can be away for days, but keeping them in sight and keeping a good relationship with them is very important for your progress. And lastly, be prepared for unforeseen events. No matter how much you plan, there will be moments that your work will depend on other people. For example, you might have to ask to another researcher for a different paper and that can take days. You might need to wait for the ethics feedback, which will be made soon, and that can take weeks. You might need to move suddenly to a new place, and so on. So you need to consider these unforeseen events in your planning in order to not be late with your PhD. Overall, the advice that summarizes everything that I talked about is treating your PhD like a job, because it is a job, is the best way to handle your PhD. And that's all for today, everybody. I hope you enjoyed and I see you on the next and final week. Bye!